All right, so we are live. Yes, we're live now. Hello, welcome back, my Royal Rogues. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue, and we're back on another live. A very slow Sunday. We have to take things easier on Sundays. We have to it's okay to be lazy. It's okay to be spending time with family. I don't know, cooking a nice meal, reading a great book. I sometimes like to fix things around the house and clean up the house as well. Maybe play a couple levels of a video game. It's not too much, but we need to learn to take things easier on Sundays. And here we are on a live to, well, find out what is going on. What is going on with the backlash that Meghan has received. But first, I want to leave you with this image here. Tell me, where are you watching from, please? Shalom from Tel Aviv. Thank you. Thank you for coming. South Carolina. Let me see. Australia. Great. California. Oh, you're right next to the articles, I see. Let me see. Okay, let's talk about this this image. How many likes? How many of you? Oh, 700 Royal Rogues right now. Welcome back again. Let's talk about a couple things. We're going to be commenting some of the pictures that we saw of William and George, commenting the video of the Nigeria First Lady about Meghan, which was completely savage. And it's funny. It's funny because I saw that video on my timeline. I saw that video on my timeline. It's like, you know that one has like one's Twitter or X configured, so you see royal news and non-royal news as well. And I see this clip popping up and popping up and popping up, and you know that I'm really visual. Well, most of us are really visual. I saw it. I said, what is this? Why everybody keeps talking about this? And you just scrolling this, and once when I saw that, like the 10th time, I have to know what's going on. And yes, it was absolutely savage. Washington State, USA, Germany, Ontario, Canada, Tennessee, Finland, all right, Oregon coast, South Africa, Mexico, New Mexico, Maine, Denmark, yeah. Oh yeah, I remember Denmark as well. From Kensington, oh yeah, Pennsylvania, South Africa. Okay, we are here. But let's start with this one because I found it really funny. This first image that we have is the best possible new meme trifecta that we could imagine to any reaction about the articles, anything that they have done in the past, anything that they are going to do in the future. This is the best. It's not this one. It's not this one. It's another. It's this one. This is the picture. It's a bit different. This is the picture. What is that trifecta? Because we had 3 reactions in here, and the 3 reactions sum up anything that we need. Anything reaction. It's a beautiful triangle. New meme unlocked that works perfectly for anything the articles have done or will do. George, disbelief. Yeah, that's oh my God. I can't believe this. It's George saying. That's what George is saying. Disbelief. William, containing laughter. It's like, oh, it's laughable. It's pretty much whatever the articles do, either Harry or Meghan, or at the same time, both of them. Yeah, it's laughable. And the chap, the face palming chap at the back, second-hand embarrassment. That's something that I feel all the time with the discount Duke and Duchess of Sausages. This is just perfect. So this is something that I should have like a button for that. You just press the button, and just go for it. It just pops up. Yeah, Prince George is growing up so quickly. Absolutely. Yeah, my share button. This is. Thank you. Thanks for pointing out, Vicky. My share is. I would love to. I will prefer it. That way right now. I had a hearty is the word, hearty meal, like one meal and all Sunday, and I'm still. I would prefer the on button. I will break my protocol of my collar button tonight. So if you don't mind it, I will keep it that way. I'm gonna be a bit more comfortable, especially if because I don't know how long this live is gonna be. Last time was great. Last time was great. The live that we got, we talk about many things. Oh, some of you want to know. I saw some of you who wanted to know an update on the Catherine illustration, Catherine drawing. It's gone on. Okay. I was had to mask it to add a background. You see that shininess of the pencil finish. That's always great. And the tiara is almost done. This is a friendly reminder. I realize next time, no, no portraits with tiaras, please. No, maybe I will do it. Maybe I will repeat the tiara. It was fun to do. Okay, you can see it right there. The tiara is pretty much done. But yes, it's a bit difficult to get all the details right, especially to not look like you have like a salad of diamonds and pearls and stuff. That's a bit. That's the hardest part. That it looks like something that is built and has weight. It's everything like that I do. Things need to feel like they're the real thing in terms of art. Like, see, this is okay. This is a meme that I saw from Lady B of Belsize like minutes before starting the live. News just in from the Snarklesville Times. Duchess difficult. Breaking news: Meghan Markle socially dyslexic. That's how you say that word, right? Dyslexic. Okay, she's unable to read a room. Yeah, it's something. You sometimes think that does she do on purpose? It's just something that she does on purpose. So there's no matter where the publicity or what kind of publicity she gets. Maybe she doesn't care at all. Perhaps that could be it. But let's talk about something that she just cannot escape, and it's this video. And this video is savage, completely savage, for many ways, or for many reasons. I'm gonna watch it. It's like 30 seconds, just 30 seconds. And we're gonna talk about what are the implications of this. And something that I'm going to spoil it a bit. I was surprised of why Nigeria's First Lady explicitly mentioned Meghan in these 30 seconds. And especially, I made sure that there were no cuts or editing or anything. This is the real deal. There's no editing or in here. So let's watch it.
The message here is we have to salvage our children. You know, we see the way they dress. They keep forgetting that Nigeria, we are beautiful. The moment you can see what they showcase on the stage, I said, we are fashionable, we see what is going on. You know, we are not having a Met Gala, and everyone, their nakedness is just everywhere. And the men are well clothed. So we have to do something. Tell them the way it is. We don't accept nakedness in our culture. That is not beautiful. It's not beautiful at all. And they're all beautiful girls. But they should be confident to know they are. They don't want to be like, even they are mimicking and trying to emulate film stars from America. They don't know where they come from. Why did Meghan come here looking for Africa? That is something we have to take home with. We know who we are, and don't lose who you are. God bless you.
Okay, so I'm going to try to summarize what she did right here. She was talking about being modest, right? The way women dress nowadays maybe is not in a modest way, and you don't need to show a lot of skin to prove that you're beautiful. I think we can agree that is the point that she's saying. She mentions that the Met Gala. Well, she mentions that because I guess that she's saying that the vanity of the fashion industry might at some point highlight not the clothes, but what the clothes do not cover. Let's say that she was referring to something like this. Okay, say that she was referring to something like this. So in that sense, she connects those ideas. The First Lady of Nigeria connects that ideas that modesty is something that should be a value, that should be maybe upheld or enforced. Maybe upheld is the right word. Sorry if I'm mistaken here. That you don't need to show much skin to show your beauty. That's a lesson that girls, the next generation of women, should learn from. The Met Gala, and especially is judgmental of the anti-values of I think she says American, not American.
The message here.
Wait a second. I'm gonna use just the captions here. They are beautiful girls. They should be confident. That's great. They shouldn't be mimicking or trying to be like emulate film stars from America. Okay, you could have mentioned any film star in that regard. I'm gonna pause here, and okay, you could have mentioned any film star from America, and you could say, oh, okay, but Meghan's visit was fresh off a few days ago. But it's not that she mentioned Meghan just because Meghan visited a few days ago. No. She's mentioning Meghan because she thinks that Meghan represents those anti-values that she's talking about. I want to try to justify this argument. I don't want to look like I am just making things up. We could even watch the video again, just in case you're thinking that I am stretching it too far. I don't like to stretch things. I think a lot about what I do in my videos, and of course, a live stream is different because I'm trying to organize my thoughts in real time. So, I think the mentioning of Meghan is maybe it was not premeditated, but was the best example she could come up with at the moment. Why was the best example? Was the best example because of this. You remember that when Meghan was in this, remember that I showed you in one of my videos a top-down, I don't know if I have that video right here, a top-down angle of Meghan arriving and Meghan and Harry arriving in Nigeria, and you saw that there were even girls that were really, really covered, right? Because, well, it's something that is the customs there. So it was not appropriate at all the way that Meghan was dressed at that exact moment, or at any moment either. Let me see. I have another. It's like this one. Okay. Not going to mention how many women criticized Meghan. It was not the right choice, but in terms of fashion and Meghan not making the right choices, that's something that we are just used to. But I think that we have never gotten into the cultural clash. Exactly. Not reading the room. Not reading the room is like, no, this is not something that you do. So why is the First Lady using her as an example? She's using her as an example, as in, this is not modest. Maybe by American or Western standards nowadays, if you're going to a club, this is perfectly okay, right? Maybe that's okay. Maybe you're going at the beach to the beach, and that would be okay. Like something you wear over your bikini and then take it off, whatever. But it's like you need to be aware of what do you wear to what, in what moments, in which moments, okay? It's like that sense of being logical, of common sense, all right? I'm trying to find the words here. In which if you wear the wrong thing, like in this case, well, that's the backlash that you're gonna get. Now, one thing is for certain. Whatever the First Lady of Nigeria said about Meghan, that is absolutely not gonna change anything about what Meghan's fans, the Sausage Squad, think about Meghan. Like they're gonna praise, oh, she doesn't understand. This is, they are not gonna see anything wrong with this. But I don't care about changing that either. It's not, I'm just pointing it out is that the same tone-deaf attitude of Meghan is the same tone-deaf attitude of her fans, and it will be the same tone-deaf attitude and comments and backlash on whatever online. So I don't know, maybe I'm just like 24 hours late. I don't know if you have argued with Meghan's Sausage Squad over this, but it is futile. It would not be like the right thing to do or the sane thing to do, because they will still think, oh, my queen was gorgeous, how everything, Harry's so lucky. You know how it is. It's like that cult mentality that I simply do not like in either way. And when I say in either way, you know very well when I see something, regardless of the person, that I don't agree with, I say it. But you know me about that. I'm not the rogue for anything. I'm like the going rogue part is for real with me. But you have to face the consequences of your actions, and you have to face the consequences of your ignorance of the rules and of a country. And this is my question: how don't you get like informed before you go? Let's listen to the First Lady's words again, so we are clear about what she said.
The message here is we have to salvage our children. You know, we see the way they dress. They keep forgetting that Nigeria, we are beautiful. The moment you can see what they showcase on the stage, I said we are fashionable. We see what is going on. You know, we are not having a Met Gala. And everyone, their nakedness is just everywhere. And the men are well clothed. So we have to do something. Tell them the way it is. We don't accept nakedness in our culture. That is not beautiful. It's not beautiful at all. And they are all beautiful girls. But they should be confident to know they are. They don't want to be like, even they are mimicking and trying to emulate film stars from America. They don't know where they come from. Why did Meghan come here looking for Africa? That is something we have to take home with. We know who we are, and don't lose who you are. God bless you.
That's a word that I forgot to mention. Nakedness. She said it twice, I think. The nakedness part. She talks about that nakedness is not being beautiful. It's not being appropriate. It's not, does not have to do with being beautiful. And I agree. You can be modest and still be sexy and beautiful. So many ways of doing so. And she connects that with a film actresses. What did she say? Film actresses explicitly, seeing film stars from America. I want to read the exact words. Film stars from America. That's what she said. Well, Meghan is not a film star from America, but Meghan is an actress from American actress. So it's the closest thing. Now, let's semi-play devil's advocate here. Not devil's advocate. I'm not going to defend Meghan on this. But I want to think about the hypothetical that it was not Meghan, but another celebrity from the United States. I don't know. Maybe I'm sure that I was going to mention Angelina Jolie, but I know that so many of you don't like Angelina. I don't think it's the right example here. Maybe we could mention Angelina Jolie in here. Why? Because she could have visited Nigeria at some point. Let's imagine that it's Angelina Jolie, the one who visited Nigeria a couple days back. But as far as I remember, I'm trying to remember, correct me if I'm wrong, I could be wrong on this, but I don't remember one time that Angelina Jolie had a humanitarian trip and she was dressed inappropriately. Okay? Because that's what we are talking about here. I could be wrong, okay? Maybe you provide one picture and prove me wrong. I don't remember now. If there's a counter example, so be it. But I'm trying to make an example to this reasoning. Maybe it's not. Let's say it's Julia Roberts. I'm going to pull a name at random. Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts is not known for humanitarian causes, but let's say that she visits Nigeria and she dresses appropriately because, well, Julia Roberts in general is not known for nakedness or she's got her own way of sexy, but nakedness is not her thing. I think that that's a thing that we could think about when we think of Julia Roberts. So let's imagine that Julia Roberts visited Nigeria last week and she dressed appropriately, just the way that Catherine has dressed appropriately when she has visited Nigeria, or any. I don't really remember an example. I don't even remember when was that. But you get the point, because Catherine, we cannot mention Catherine because she's not an American film star, right? Meghan isn't either, but bear with me with this. So Julia Roberts hypothetically visits Nigeria last week, and she dresses impeccably according to the culture, nothing showing too much, and the trip is a success. Do you think that right now, days after, when the First Lady is talking about modesty, when the First Lady is talking about nakedness, bad taste, being confident, how girls should behave, even if she mentions American film stars as a whole, do you think she would use Julia Roberts as an example of that? That would be a bit of a dissonance, right? Like, it would not make sense. Even if Julia Roberts fits the American film star. You know what I mean, right? I'm trying to I think about this and try to understand and make sure that we understand the mentioning of Meghan might have not been premeditated. And I'm going to repeat this. Mentioning Meghan might not have been premeditated, but it was intentional in the moment, okay? Maybe she didn't think that she was going to mention Meghan. Maybe she was upset beforehand with some aspects of Harry and Meghan's visit to Nigeria, as in, wait a second, weren't you coming to talk about Invictus Games? I was like 1% of we saw on your visit to Nigeria. Your attitude, everything was so artificial, plastic, fake. Maybe that's why the First Lady of Nigeria was upset about this. So she was upset beforehand. Maybe she didn't plan. It doesn't sound like a planned speech. She was just talking about values off the top of her mind. Maybe she wanted to steal these principles on Nigerian girls, and by extension, right now everything is the world. The world was going to listen to her or see this clip, and suddenly she mentions Meghan just because of that. So it was on purpose. It was on purpose. I'm trying to read your comments at the same time, make sense of them. Let me see. Wait a second. I think see, I have to give me 30 seconds because I have to chop the head off some sugars that are on the house. Okay, if you tell me, okay, the Mao has been neutralized. Thank you for mentioning. Oh, I did it myself. Thank you. Okay. No, no, I mean, Denise, I'm going to highlight Denise's to try to explain. I will explain. Yes, I agree with you. In fact, we are agreeing, Denise. She specifically mentioned Meghan for a reason. And that's what I'm trying to say. What I think is that she did not think it like 1 hour before, 2 hours before the speech. That's what I mean when I don't think it was premeditated. But I think she spoke her mind, and she spoke for many women who do not feel represented by Meghan in any part of the world. And yes, I think in many ways we need more common sense, because a lot of values and a lot of principles, not only modesty but many others, are being lost. I am not a prude by any means, but I think there's a balance to things. That's a fascinating topic, by the way, and very controversial topic. It's like one could never really have a consensus about where does modesty end and not modesty starts. That will be that. Maybe, of course, there gonna be a certain rules by society, especially as I'm telling you. It's like this dress, okay? The dress in itself, it's not really a problem. The problem is the dress as a trip on a trip to Nigeria, okay, as a pseudo royal, okay, or whatever they were doing, Invictus Games. I don't care, okay. That is completely inappropriate. Maybe if you are, I don't know, going clubbing, maybe that's your thing. That will be appropriate, right? Nobody's gonna judge you, right? If people like clubbing, why not? But there is a word for this. It's this beyond common sense. Is that having a sense of opportunity? I don't think it's the word, but there's a word for that. Meghan Small, there's a difference between walking in a fashion show and exposing your entire nipple to women while invited as a guest in another one's country. Is Meghan exposing hers while in Nigeria? Meghan is such a role model for women as she claims. Oh, yes. I'm going to highlight a comment here. The Nigerian girls at the school looked like they were laughing in an embarrassed for her type of way. I agree. Oh my God, the chat is on fire right now. Yeah, I see some pointing this out. The color was mimicking nakedness. I think that was a no. Oh. Oh my God, some of your comments I cannot highlight. I'm sure, very good comment, Vinny. I'm sure that there was concern from how Meghan's appearance would negatively affect the youth. Nigeria was suddenly thrust onto the world stage with this tour, but not for their own values. I mean, that's something undeniable. That's what I'm telling you, that the Harkles have power in terms that they bring attention to wherever they go. That's something that it would be silly to say, oh no, they are irrelevant. They could be irrelevant, that word fits, but they still bring the attention. And it's like, no, we don't accept you either as a couple or your family values or whatever you represent or whatever you're doing here with the Invictus Games, but no Invictus Games have been mentioned whatsoever. If you visit a country, you should research. You're a Google search away. You can even ask ChatGPT right now, how should I wear? I'm going to, you can talk to ChatGPT now and talk to it. I'm going on a, I don't know, diplomatic, not, I don't know what kind of trip was this. I have no idea. But you ask ChatGPT, how should I dress? And it's going to tell you in detail. It's going to be really good. Indeed, that kind of things ChatGPT does very well. And you can, of course, check what if those answers are the real deal. Veronica Olson is right here. And oh my God, Veronica, where are you? Where are you, Veronica? I saw your comment. That's what I'm telling you, that the chat is going so fast. I have to search for you. Yeah, Veronica Olson. Great content creator on YouTube. Veronica, modesty simply depends on where you are in the world, culture, religion, circumstances. That's part of being smart, of being intelligent, of being there's a word for that. In Muslim countries, open shoulder and décolletage area is simply offensive. Anyone who goes there does the homework to know that, but not Meghan. Meghan is beyond doing homeworks of any kind. She doesn't need that. She's beyond it. Was the First Lady showing pictures of Meghan in her speech? No, thank God. We're thankful for that. Let me see what else do we have here for today. I wanted to mention this because why do I say, what is my point about this being so relevant? This burn, this was brutal. This is brutal for many reasons. You are sending the message. You are effectively sending the message that for any other country are going to receive or a visit from the Oracles, that you should be careful of what values are these two spreading, or what values or anti-values do they represent. I already thought that the Nigeria trip was a net negative for Harry and Meghan. But it was not until I saw this clip that it finally materialized. Okay, this is really bad. They're gonna have a hard time trying to cover up this, because this is not simply a Nigerian influencer. This is not, how can I say that? A Nigerian journalist or a Nigerian news host. This is the First Lady of the country that you just visited, right? And it was an express mention. You saw how she connected the ideas one after another in a rather calm way. It was not an insinuation. It was not a snide remark. It was full on. Nakedness is not appropriate. Modesty should be the way to showcase your beauty. You should not be mimicking American film stars. Why did Meghan come here? And that's something that we haven't talked about. The way that she mentions Meghan. The way that she mentions Meghan, I have not talked about that. Why did Meghan come here looking for Africa? I think that sentence in itself means a lot in terms of what were her intentions. Why did Meghan come here looking for Africa? And what else does she say? There's something we have take home with, and that is right after they don't know where they come from. The film stars from America. In my opinion, but Meghan should be fuming with this, completely upset. Like the highest ranked woman, the first lady of the country, and you spend 3 days with your whatever international privacy tour is. Just say the words. We don't know what were your intentions. In one sentence, we are not even mentioning whatever happened, whatever she said before that. We don't know what were your intentions with this. That is more than a snide remark. That is on your face, saying, we don't know if we can trust you. And that is not good. And that is not good at all. Because it's like, how many times we have seen Harry and Meghan testing things and just being effing grifters. You remember how they were mentioned by that Spotify exec that spent with Harry months trying to come up with a podcast idea with Harry, just to fail in the end. Like, what are their intentions with the American Riviera whore chart? What are her intentions announcing that brand? What are her intentions with, well, the jam is one thing. We know that she had this cooking show coming and it was going to be connected. But it's like Meghan wanted to play the TikTok influencer game. What is the TikTok influencer game? And this is a word that I haven't said in a while. And I know how this works. She wants to play the relatable influencer. The one who shares the process. Okay, that is a good approach. That is a nice approach. That is exactly what I'm doing here. I am showing you, I am creating something, and I'm trying to create it in the open, okay? I'm showing you the process of something. This is the process. It's unfinished, all right? It's called work in progress, but I'm trying to show you the progress of that because it's nice. It's like you like to be, one likes to be invited to that process, how someone writes a song, how someone creates an artwork, how someone comes up with ideas for a book, how someone creates a movie, the behind the scenes, of course, without spoiling the product itself or the artwork itself. And Meghan wants to play that. Oh yeah, I'm going to, this is the logo, this is the jam, these are the tiny steps, but that doesn't work. I'm going to tell you why it doesn't work. It doesn't work because it is not authentic. And I have a problem with that word in English. What I want to really define what I mean by not authentic. It's not that it's not unique, okay? It could be unique. But when I say that Meghan is doing things and it doesn't feel authentic, I mean that it doesn't feel, what would be the word? you can help me with the word. It doesn't feel the word in Spanish, en español sería trying to think of the word here. Susan, this is the word, not genuine. Thank you, Susan. Thank you for that. Not genuine. What do I mean? And there should be a word for not genuine at the same time. Not genuine in the sense that she's doing it for reasons that are questionable. Okay? She's not, I don't want to say the word pure in terms of her intentions, because I think it's too much idealistic thing that any person would act just for pure reasons. Okay, sincere could be lean. Yeah, that it's insincere. It's like, it's not like you want to create something for people. Okay, something that can benefit people. I don't know anything at all in Victor's games. Strawberry jam. I don't know anything. There's something that you can feel that is not sincere, that is not genuine. And maybe it's not honest. Oh my God, the chat is on fire. Thank you for so many. Fake could be another word. Insincere, Monica among the redwoods. Yes, it will be, you feel it. It is insincere, not genuine, not honest. As in, why are you doing this? And I think Nigeria's First Lady's words are perfect for that. What were your intentions? Why did you come here? Why did Meghan come here looking for Africa? Not genuine, disingenuous. Could be, but the meaning of disingenuous, well, I really need to polish that. I love when a language has those nuances, and yes, English has nuances, but I know that we are getting to the point here, and that is a very bad thing, because that affects your credibility. It's like when someone, I don't know, sends you, and I get messages on LinkedIn, for example, and they are so dry and fake and gray and I don't know, artificial. Could be something that you say, why are you reaching out? I know you are going to sell me something. I know it. But you are not interested in fostering first a connection. Okay, maybe your product is something amazing, but there are other ways to reach out to me instead of a message. I don't know if I'm trying to explain, if I'm able to explain myself here. Phony could work. Thank you, Flopsy Mopsy. Yeah, phony could work as well. That is the thing. That's what I think, what I see in terms of why people are trusting less and less in Meghan and Harry. You know that this is something that I thought about, and that at some point Meghan and Harry are not going to stop being meme material. That is impossible. While they exist and beyond, they will be meme material. That is a given. And believe me, Meghan is not going to stop trying to rule the world. They are like this comic, this cartoon, Pinky and the Brain. Okay, although calling Meghan the Brain, I know that calling Meghan the Brain is a stretch, right? But Harry is Pinky. Yeah, it's Pinky and the Brain. That is exactly. You know, the analogy is the same. They are not going to stop trying to rule the world, to conquer the world. Pinky and the Brain, amazing cartoon, by the way. So you know that's going to happen again and again and again. My question is, how long until they spend or burn all the bridges? Or maybe the bridges are infinite. Maybe it could be a philosophical question, right? Maybe some people are willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. And at the same time, I'm sorry to talk about these topics. These topics could be a bit, how can I say that, controversial. But we are talking in the terms that every organization in the world has good intentions, right? So if we cannot define the intentions of Harry and Meghan, and those intentions could be at some point ill intentions, they would not be surprised that someone, an organization, a company, would want to hang out with them or enter a commercial relationship with them or just hang out with them, trying to get something out of their fame. I was explaining that in last live. They have reached that point in which they cannot become unknowns anymore. Okay, they have broken that ceiling. They could be infamous, but they will never become unknowns, right? So it's like those Nigerian airlines that are using their pictures for advertising. It's the same. People with dubious reputation hang out with people of dubious reputation. And some people with dubious reputation can be really successful. Okay, that's something that happens all the time. We have countless stories like that. It has happened thousands of times in the history of humankind. It's going to happen thousands of times more. So I would not be surprised that other people, organizations, enterprises, governments with ill intentions will want to, use Harry and Meghan for things that would be less than ideal or moral or good. All right. And the thing is that this lady here is going to be happy with that exchange. Because you know that what is the most important thing for Meghan is fame. Even more than money. Even more than money. Meghan could be married to a billionaire. Just imagine a guy, she divorces Harry and marries a guy that's a billionaire, and he became a billionaire selling, toilet seats. Why not? It's a very common product, toilet seats. So you can imagine that someone can become a billionaire if he designs a great toilet seat. And Meghan marries the toilet seat billionaire. But it so happens that the toilet seat billionaire doesn't like anything have to do with fame or politics or anything. It's almost anonymous. You know that there's a billionaire who got his billions from toilet seats, but you don't know how he looks. You barely know his name, but you have heard about it. Meghan would never tolerate that. Meghan would never tolerate that anonymity. She would prefer Harry, not a toilet seat billionaire, or maybe not the billionaire part. She would prefer that as long as she appears in headlines, as long as she is mentioned. And that's why I get that question a lot. Why do you keep mentioning Meghan if that's what she wants? Well, I do it in a mocking way. Have you seen my channel? Have you seen my social media? That's something I do for amusement, for entertainment. Absolutely legal and moral. I think I'm fine with the ethics police in terms of humor. I'm pretty sure about that. I have a sense for that. What can I say and what I cannot say, and that is amusing to see. That is amusing, and at the same time, you cannot deny that I do my best to tell you how to identify this kind of personalities and how to avoid fall into these traps. This is something that we are watching in real time. This is a soap opera that is unfolding before our very eyes. Read your comments. How do we arrange that? Find a toilet sale for her? I don't know. For some reason, I was thinking about Harry and Meghan. I thought about toilet seats. Don't ask me why. I'm not going to explain that one. What's she going to do now her African grift has been thwarted? Great question. Lemon Trifle. Great question. I'm going to change here. Oh my God, your question disappeared. Because I don't think they're going to do the research to visit properly any country. Meghan is not interested in that. Meghan is interested in her wardrobe and is interested in on the headlines, how she is presented like this savior of humanity, savior of women and girls. That's how she wants to be seen. Like, yeah, just like that. But in the content creation business, it's just not working. That it's so baffling to me, having access to production companies, to technology, to talent. They had access to everything, to Netflix, to Spotify. They could have outsourced everything. I'm here just to ask the question. It's as simple as that. You hire a producer, 2 producers, 3 producers that come up with something great. They write the jokes. You have writers for things. You just go there and just read the teleprompter. The way that she can read it and Harry practices it, I don't know. That's exactly what these late night hosts do. They have a team of writers that write their jokes. Okay, they became famous for being funny at the beginning, but they got enough fame and this production pipeline to be able to do it every night. Okay, they do it every night, once a week. I don't remember. I really don't watch much late night hosts. I think it's like it will be burning my neurons. Will lower my IQ. But they had so many opportunities that the only explanation is that Meghan doesn't care about any of that. She only cares about the mentions. As long as she is mentioned, she doesn't care about the work. She doesn't care about the criticism. Well, I could have some counter arguments against that, because at the same time, and I have said it myself on my videos, and I remember many of my body language guy videos that I said that Meghan's ego is rather fragile, and as most narcissists' egos are, that they need this fuel. What is named fuel is what the narcissist needs to keep going. The praise, the headlines, the gossip, all this, they feed off this, and they will do anything to keep that coming, right? And they like that. If they have to manipulate for that, they will do it. So she keeps feeding from all this. And at some point, you say, what is the actual end game of this? No, there's no end game. A narcissist doesn't have an end game. And I was talking about narcissist, a grandiose narcissist, such as Meghan, wants to be named, wants to be known, wants to be talked about. As a fragile ego. So criticism actually hurts her. Not in a physical way, of course, not in a psychological way. It hurts her in terms of that she doesn't like it. So criticizing Meghan actually do something. And you're not going to tell me that this criticism was savage, was formal, was public, was summarized in 30 seconds. 30 seconds, right? I don't remember how long is this. No, 1 minute. 1 minute. A bit more than 1 minute. But the mention of Meghan was like less than 15 seconds. It was savage. In any way. She doesn't like it. She likes the mentioning. She likes the gossip. She likes what she likes most. I'm going to tell you what Meghan likes most. What Meghan likes most is those fake headlines, those fake claims that, oh, Meghan is coming back to the UK. Oh, Meghan sent a message to Catherine. Oh, Meghan did this. Oh, the king wants to talk to Meghan. That's what she loves the most. And what she hates the most is when people like yours truly, we do our best to point out the inconsistencies, the absurdity, the lack of common sense, and the outright lies. That's it. That's how it works. And that's how it has always worked. Okay, let me see your comments. I'm going to highlight some of your comments, a couple of your comments, and also, while I highlight your comments, I'm going to leave you with this image. The image with we open the live, coming to an end. Let me see. Yeah, Nick, I agree with this. We're talking about Meghan. For those, many of you might be arriving late. If I put William, maybe you don't understand what we are talking about. I haven't seen any media. No, I think the Daily Mail. I don't know if the Daily Mail, although you know that the Daily Mail's credibility is a hit or miss. That is the problem. That is why we need to talk about this. We need to feature this kind of videos. I hope Ghana uninvites the Harkles. Oh my God. I have never seen the chat like this. I don't know why it jumps all over the place. Ghana's taking the invite back. Oh my God. I have never seen this name. Rochelle Meghan. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is brilliant. I don't know. We should have a Meghan dictionary. That's like 1,000 ways of call Meghan. It's something that coming to your library soon. As she herself said, I'm such a fraud. A fraud. She said that. Okay. Oh my God. Why? I have a problem with my chat. Okay. You'll be more productive after a laxative rather than engaging with the sugars. Yes, do not engage. I'm going to tell you, do not engage with those. It's rather upsetting. It's not the right way to spend your Sunday or your weekend or your life. Just ignore them, block them. I need to feature this. Shirley Davidson, in her head, probably trying to channel Princess Diana by going to Africa. Unfortunately, she failed spectacularly, ended up looking like the true dingy girl she is, cheap and nasty. Oh my God. And I'm reading this aloud. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's the Harry. Oh my God. Oh my God. All Africa has been warned about the grifters now. Yeah, I think this is the best thing that we can get from this this trip. My Royal Rogues has been a pleasure. These lives are a bit more laid back. I'm trying to relax a bit. I'm going to show my Catherine drawing again because I want to, because that tiara was really hard to make. Okay. Oh no, it's not that finished, and it's a bit more contrast, but here we go. Maybe 2 more sessions and it's done. These lives, I'm trying to take things easier. I am most of the time too stressed to, oh my God, I need to make the best show possible. And I have that is having the wrong concept of what we're doing here. I want to hang out with you. I want to take my time thinking about the things. That's the idea behind the lives. Being able to speak here with you, feature your comments, and try to figure out things, because it's fun. It's something that is really fun. I know that a lot of you prefer my recorded videos, but every once in a while, especially when it's a matter of a conversation, I think it's better if we do a live. I always told you that maybe I should do 1 live a week. I always say, I'm going to have a fixed schedule for things. Lives are going to be on Thursday, or lives are going to be on Saturday. Lives are going to be exactly less than 1 hour. Lives are going to be 30 minutes. That has not worked for me, hasn't it? That has not worked for me, right? Sometimes it's how I feel the topic, my energy levels. Today, I had no energy to make a recorded video. This content creation here is rather funny. Sometimes creating a recorded video was less energy demanding than making a live. Now it's the opposite. Making a live is much more relaxing for me. I can allow me to talk with you. I can allow myself to take my time, get into the deep into the topic. It's something that we can share 1 hour here, and depending of how I feel in every day, well, I will do a live or a recorded video. You might have noticed that I have been republishing some of my old body language guy videos. I am getting to the end. I must have like what, 1 or 2 videos left of those, because most of the videos of the body language guy were videos like the Royal Rogue right now, that are updates, something what is happening today, what has happened. There are no videos that you're gonna watch like many times, and maybe an analysis of Meghan in certain appearance. There's not something that's gonna repeat. But I would have only 1 or 2 of those. I did it yesterday. Yesterday I was a bit lower energy. Today was Sunday. I had a brutally big meal. That's why I have some of you pointed out that I had my shirt collar unbuttoned. Yes, I needed to be a bit more relaxed today, take things easier, and well, just share with you this moment. And sometimes we can have the best of both worlds. I will never forget when we did that analysis of Meghan the Wedding Crasher. I know that many of you remember that video. It's still up on my Body Language Guy channel. Still up. The live stream, it was like 1 hour. I don't know how long it was. It was quite long. And the summary. I did the best of both worlds back then. I did a live stream and then I recorded a 9-minute summary. So if you wanted to watch the long one or the short one, it was up to you. I think that's as usual. My intention is to give you the best possible entertainment, the best possible memes, the best possible updates about the royals and non-royals, and especially, most important, have a good time and laugh a bit. I think it's not something I think, it's a reality. We need to laugh more, and well, this is what we need on a Sunday night. My Royal Rogues, my name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue, and until we meet on another video or another live, remember the most important words: much love and bliss. And Gilly has 1 super chat here. Last second save. Last second save is something that's said on one video game that I used to play. Last second save. Super chat from Gilly999, but super chat is empty. What did you want to say, Gilly? Thank you for sending it, and thank you for all your super chats, your super stickers, and you can also send super thanks to any video. You go to any of my YouTube videos, you send super thanks. It will be great to keep to support my channel and keep supporting my royal video making journey. My Royal Rogues, remember, much love and bliss. Take care. I love every single one of you. Bye bye.